Hello, Assalamu alaikum. First of all, subscribe our YouTube channel, which is Peaky Knowledge, and click the bell icon for latest videos. So, in this video, we will cover our active voice and passive voice of present continuous tense. We have also covered our present indefinite tense, active voice and passive voice in our previous video. So, go and check it. Active and passive voice in present continuous tense. Active voice sentences in the present continuous tense have the following structure. First of all, we will write subject, then is, am, are plus ing form of the verb means first form plus ing plus object. In passive voice sentences in the present continuous tense, we have the following structure. Object of the active voice sentence will come at the first place, as I have told you the basic rules in our first video. Then we will use is, am, are helping verb, then being, then past participle form of the verb, third form, plus by, plus subject of the active sentence will come at the end, okay? Then tense, the present continuous tense. In active voice, if we put any example like she is following us. So in rule, what is, am, are will come at the first. Here I have skipped subject and object. They must come in the passive voice also. So here I have just written the basic rules. Okay, is, am, are plus being plus past participle plus by. In passive voice, we will change that active voice sentence into passive voice like this. We are being followed by her. So here I have written we because in active voice there they have written us as an object. So we will convert our object as a subject here, like we have written we here. Then we will use are because the we pronoun is a plural pronoun. Then being followed past participle by plus her. For affirmative sentences in active voice, for example, our sentence is here, I am reading a story. So in passive voice, I will write a story is, because there is just one story. So that's why we have written our helping verb in a singular form. A story is being read, past participle read by me. When the verb is followed by a preposition, so what will happen with the sentence? In active voice, for example, in the active voice, the sentence, my mother is talking to a stranger. So here the noun, a stranger, is the object of the preposition to, okay? It is the object of the preposition to and not the verb of the talking. But this sentence can be changed into passive voice as well. My mother is talking to a stranger. So the passive voice will become like this. A stranger is being talked to by my mother. Clear? So like that example, you will solve your other passive voice and active voice in that form as well, okay? In negative sentence, when a negative sentence is changed into the passive, not will come. The word not will come between is, am, are, helping verb and being. In active voice, she is not writing a story. And in passive voice, a story is not being. Not like that, a story not is being. But we will write like this, a story is not being written by her. Then changing an interrogative sentences into the passive voice. So how will we be going to change our interrogative sentences into passive voice? So here's the formula for you. The passive voice forms of these sentences will begin with be, the verb be, which means is, am, are. In active voice, are the masons building a house? So in passive voice, we will write, is a house being built by the masons? Here we have written is because our object in the active voice is singular. So that's why we have written is, because a house is a single house. So that's why we have used our single verb according to the subject verb agreement. But when the active sentence begins with a question word such as when, whose, why, which, and how, the passive sentence will also begin with a question word, okay? But when the active sentence begins with who or whose, the passive sentences will begin with by whom and by whose. When the active sentence begins with whom, the passive sentence will begin with who. For example, who is waiting for you? So in passive voice, we will write by whom, as we have also learned here that whenever the word who come in the sentence, so we will convert in our passive voice by the word by whom. So by whom are you being waited for? Clear? Same is the case in active voice of second type. Whom are you waiting for? So in passive voice, we will write who is being waited for by you. Then the third example is why is he not learning his lessons? So in passive voice, we will write why are his lessons not being learnt by him? Clear? Last example is whose father is helping you? So in passive voice, we will write by whose father are you being helped? So here our video is going to end. Hope so that you have understood it very well, and be in touch with our channel and wait for our next video, which will be on present perfect tense. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.